EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Today we continue on with the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. We've got a good one in store. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. On the return is Dylan Lowby. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On the ground, here is the first-round pick from April's draft. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's second down and 2. Off the play fake. Smith. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Sowers. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 29.
What a luxury. There's certain teams where they have a guy like this. I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
First and 10 now from the 36. Here's a handoff to Genty. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Great fist on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9. At the
It is
Chargers'
second and 9.
35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Gino. He's going to take a shot down the field to the goal line and in. Jack Best. Touchdown, Raiders. His 4th TD grab of the season. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Makes the score Raiders 7, Chargers nothing.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down. operating from their own 23. They'll begin 1st and 10. Herbert with a throw on this first play. He's got a man downfield. That's Johnston. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play to kick off this drive. 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got his tight end, Orlando Gadsden II. And he will get into the end zone. Orlando Gadsden. Touchdown Chargers. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Ray going to return it. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. On 1st down, here's Gino to throw. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. They snapping like fake drinks, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move. Where I'm from, you like to go dumb. I'm fucking up the gang. I'm seeing how it's done. I ain't shouting what they call.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They run at the gun with Genty. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
Gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Smith. And over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
A gain of 26 yards.
A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards. Smith to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. That is Dante Jackson coming from his corner spot to get the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It's actually a really nice job there on 2nd down, putting this into a 3rd and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that 1st down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, Smith. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field.
A 45-yard attempt.
His kick is good. And the Raiders will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's to the running back, Amarian Hampton. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. That is a big play for L.A. 55 yards on the game.
So you take a look at an offensive coordinator's play sheet, Mike, and there's a column on all of those pages that at the end of the day, it's about the players, not the plays. And when things aren't going well, you say, all right, who do I have to get the ball to? Well, this guy is one of them. I mean, whether they throw it to him, hand it to him, whatever they do, the more he touches the ball, the more good things happen.
Here's a run to the 5-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete. Amarian Hampton was the intended receiver. And now, 3rd and goal coming up. Shotgun now for Herbert. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Chargers will level the score at 10 apiece. Ball level at 10 as this one's kicked off. Ray gonna return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. A 1st down throw for Smith. Going for it all. Marked down at the 15-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 52 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
We'll try to set up the screen to Genty. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, like, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
A 2nd down throw for Smith. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Rock Bowers. And it'll be third down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Oh, incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Raiders are going to take the lead. It's now 13-10.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
They'll run, and here's Amarian Hampton. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Go. Go.
Now Herbert. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. Allen with the connection. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. It's a big one for the Chargers. 52 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Set.
Here comes Hampton on the toss right. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Set. Set.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Raiders with the early lead. We're back in Southern California in a moment. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter. They have it. 2nd and 4 coming up.
Set. Ready. Ready.
They'll go with Hampton. And he's in. What a drop. Amarian Hampton. Touchdown, LA.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Ray gonna return it. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st first and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground, here's Zamir White. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Smith now. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. That is the 9-time Pro Bowler Khalil Mack getting in to drop him for sack number 11 on the season. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Here we go. Check 58.
To throw, it's Smith. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Braden Fisk. He's in for the sack. And it will lead to 4th and very long. The Raiders send their punt team in. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. This brought in out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
Herbert now on 1st down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
2nd and 10.
Kappa. Hey, easy. We're going orange. Go.
To throw, it's Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. Was brought down at pass to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And this is going to be incomplete. Great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Hey, here we go.
Gino to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Khalil Mack. He gets in to record his second sack of this first half.
These are the type of negative plays that you just can't allow to happen, especially when you find yourself trailing. They continue to lose chunks of yards on these sacks, and they want to claw themselves out of this hole. They're going to have to protect the quarterback.
Throwing on second down. Smith to the left side into the hands of Seth. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
A tough spot here. Third and long.
Here we go, hey.
From the gun, it's Gino. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. He was looking for Jack Besh that time. And it's going to lead to fourth down. Oh, he shanked it. Headed straight for the sideline. And this is going to set up unbelievable field position. That's about as bad a punt as you can hit. On first down, Herbert. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Glad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a second down.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
And second down, here's Herbert. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. That is left side and taken in by Allen. A gain of 11 on that one. And the Chargers have the first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Hey, no line. Hey, ram.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's in! Sunday Gadsden. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That is second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have it for this guy.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Ray going to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. the ground. It's Genty to start the drive. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Khalil Mack, multiple-time All-Pro there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
From 29, here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Smith, rolling right. Now he'll run it, and he'll get only about 3 before being ridden out of bounds.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
It's 3rd and 4. Here's Smith. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and that is incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he's on to punt for the Raiders. Gets this away, and it's a good one. Angling toward the sideline.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
5-9, 5-9. Set. 380. Green hut. Delta. Hut. Green hut.
They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Purple. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. I had defenders draped all over. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And the 11.
Set. 380. Green hut.
From the gun, it's Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnson. 17 yards, the gain there. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break.
Set. 380. Green hut. Set.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. This pass caught, right side, it's Allen. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
3rd and a yard.
Hey, easy, easy, easy. We'll go. Set. Run. Set.
We'll try to run for it with Hampton. And he'll get this to the 35. That's good enough for the first down.
Really nice play call there that time. I think early on, the quarterback realized pretty quickly, Mike, this is a light box. We got to take advantage of it. They get the right run call dialed up, and they're able to move the chains.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. Got it open downfield on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a 1st down. Throwing now is Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton.
Just a little slow developing on that screen play there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
It is 2nd and 6. Pistol here for Herbert. This one complete right side. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold.
Ready? Run. Set. Ready? 59, 59. Delta. Stop.
Here's Herbert. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. And he will score! McConkey! Touchdown Chargers. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Gray going to return it. And he's going to take this all the way back. 84 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. York, good on the extra point. And the Raiders are able to cut into the deficit. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Home trips right. Ready.
Now, Herbert. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It
for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Lion. Hey, easy, easy, easy. We go orange, 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 orange. Go.
Herbert to throw on second down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Captain, captain, captain. 5-9, 5-9. Set.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chin. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Hey, go lion, 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 lion.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. Catch made there by Allen. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of
From
6.
the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 4.
32-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
Herbert to throw. They go right back to Allen. He's got it again. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Set. Delta, hut.
Herbert now on first down. Looking middle and complete with Allen. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
50-yard line.
380. Cut. 380. Cut. 380. Cut. What is up?
Now a toss left side for Hampton. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. Brought through that first contact. It'll bring up second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Throwing, Herbert. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They get 22 yards there. First down, L.A.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 21, here's second down and 5. Maybe a yard, that's it.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Set.
To throw, it's Herbert. He'll swing this out to Hampton. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hampton. And he will power his way into the end zone. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, L.A. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Ray going to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Genty. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Now, Chino. He'll try to set up the screen to Genty. He's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Check 59, cover. There we go, throw it. We know the shot. Middle.
From the shotgun, Smith. That's into the hands of Thornton. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
1st down, Raiders.
Hey, we go.
Run out of the gun for Gentry. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Here we go.
On second down, a run with White. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Raider first down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal. We're seeing it here. Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Working out of the gun, Smith. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack.
And man, does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack. He's fortunate. That ball bounced right back to him. He's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
From the gun, it's Gino. Throw right side is taken in by Beck. A pretty good comeback, to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to fourth down. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. They'll go. Smith. That's taken in, and he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. Works out as they convert on fourth down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
In motion, Besh. On the handoff, this is Gentry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
In motion, Besh. On second down, Smith. Forced out wide. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on 3rd down, and they just can't make a play.
Here we go.
On first down, here's Gino to throw. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him with it.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough. Now a much more advantageous spot.
So you find yourself in second and long. What you're thinking here as the play caller is just get this into a manageable third down situation. But after that rush attempt and that big gain, they now find themselves in third and short, which makes it nice. They can run or pass.
Going to use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before third down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
Here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable, incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark, but he is short. They've held him on fourth down. What a stand. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. We'll go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium.
Handsome Lagosian, name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I Spielberg on the beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill this beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no books. Stay woke, take notes, joke. Don't look shattered like broke glass. I'ma shine till they blind, pour the blinds out.